Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's tour review, we're going to be looking at a flashlight from Sofirn. It is the ST10. You can see the name there. Very small and compact flashlight, basically a small flashlight with a clip. So you can kind of think Olight O-Clip, Woobin G5, Workos HD03, all very handy to have. I use them in my tool pouches and my tool bags all the time. Even every now and then I'll put them in my shirt pocket. Well, they sent me this one out to test, so I am working at paid promotion because I got this for free. But as always, I'm not being paid by anybody to make this video, and I can say whatever I want to, and bang for the buck. This thing regular price comes in at 40 bucks, but it's got a coupon code for $10 off, so you're looking at $30. And with all the features that this has, and it's got a few things that these don't even think about having, and that's what makes this one the best one in my opinion, and I'll get into that as we go through the video. But first, let's go ahead and jump into what you get in the box, the exterior features. I'll go through all the settings and things like that, and then I'll give you my opinion on it. Let's go ahead and jump into what you get in the box. Now, as far as what you get in the box, you're going to obviously get the flashlight itself. You do get a USB-C to USB-C charging cable. You get a couple extra O-rings. I'll show you where those are in just a minute. And then you get this lanyard right here. This is a little bit tight. Like, that's definitely not going to fit on my hand. So I guess you're supposed to maybe unravel that to get it to fit your hand. Take out the extra if you want to. Has this little spring clip right here that you basically put in and out of that hole. Hook it on there if you want to. I never use these, but if you're somebody who uses a lanyard, it does come with one. So as far as the features on the flashlight itself, it comes with that USB-C to USB-C charging cable, but you're not going to see anywhere to charge it on this flashlight. So you have to remove the battery every time, which is kind of like, oh, that kind of stinks, but I think it's well worth it because that means you have a replaceable battery. Like, this is not an option on any of these other flashlights. Once those batteries are kind of dead in the water, that flashlight's dead in the water, whereas you can replace this one. So you remove this, there is the port to charge it right there. So even though you got to remove it, I think that that's kind of a win. It would be nice if you could still charge it while it was in the flashlight and then also charge it if you removed it. But another win about this is you can see that's a AA battery. It's a 14500 cells, 900 milliamp hour battery. You can also take just your standard AA battery, throw that in there. Let me get that twisted down tight. Press this button. You're going to see you can also use it with a regular AA battery. Again, not an option on any of these other lights. I think that is a huge win because now if I'm using it and it dies, I can take this out and charge it. But while I'm charging it, if I still need my flashlight, I can throw an extra battery in there and kind of use that temporarily. I think that's huge. There's where the O-rings go, those two extra ones that you get. They go right there to kind of seal that off. Let me go ahead and get the battery put back in. Now, as far as external features on the light, you have two buttons basically. You have one button that controls this front light, and then you also have a button that controls this light right here. Now, this is a white light, or it's also a red light. I think I have to, let's see, while it's off, double press. That's going to get me into a red beacon right there, as you can see. Or you can also just have a regular red light. Maybe if I press and hold, yeah, there's your red light right there. So you have a red light and a white light here, and then just a white light up here on the top. Then again, you also have the clip. That's the main feature on all these lights. Again, I typically will clip mine just on my tool bag or tool pouch, turn that on, and then I got some light kind of in front of me. I really like using them in my tool bag to find tools if I'm working in the dark or something like that. Comes in real handy to be able to do that, turn that on and off that way, use that clip. And again, you could also clip this one in your shirt pocket, and then you'd have this light facing forward as you were walking. Or the bonus to this one is you can take it down and just use this flashlight and then have your standard flashlight shining out in front of you and hold it in your hand. So big win, again, in my opinion, the fact that it has two lights. So no flex heads on these other than the Woobin G5. I can kind of get my light anywhere I want to. That's an option on this one, but the rest of them, you just got that one light that shines out in the front. So you have that here on this one, but you also have one where if you're holding it in your hand, you can kind of shine it out like a regular flashlight. So it has kind of both options right there, which makes this a little bit more versatile in my opinion than all these other ones. So then you get into it, does have a magnet. So it has a magnet right here. You can stick that on there. You can see that's fairly secure. I think if you're just putting it on a panel, putting it on something that's stationary, you're going to be fine. But because that magnet is pretty much right here, and then you have so much mass of the flashlight, you know, there's a pretty good chance if you're on something that's going to vibrate a lot, it's going to move around for one. It may end up falling off. So you have like the O-clip, the original version. That's the best one because of same opposite reason. It's so small that that small magnet, you know, it's holding that on there very well. You get into the O-clip Pro. That's pretty decent, but it still flips around. Woburn G5 is probably the weakest of the bunch. And then the Workos HD02, very similar. So even though it has a magnet and it's a little bit weak because of the mass that's around it, it's really not that much different than the rest of them. If you're on somewhere stationary like an electric panel or something like that, you're not going to have a problem with it, I don't think. So it does have a magnet that's really nice. And that's pretty much it on the features. Now, as far as settings, again, with this light right here, you only have a white light. You're going to turn that on, press and hold, and you'll cycle through the settings. It's got, low, medium, high, double press. You can get into turbo, or you go back to the setting. Now, if it's in the off position and you press and hold, that's how you get into moonlight mode. Or I think you can also two-click it. It goes turbo, two-click it again. Yeah, that goes into that beacon mode. So you do have a beacon on this one as well with that white light. So that's pretty much all on that light. You only get the white light. Same thing on the side light now. Again, it's two separate buttons. Press that in, press and hold. You're going to go through the settings. You also double press. You get into the turbo mode. Long press, sit there and hold it. It's going to cycle through. But if you go to the off position and long press, that's where you're going to turn on the red light. I think it has some settings on that as well. Yeah, you can click through there. Or you can double press it and get into the flashing red light on that also. But that's everything in the box. That's all the settings right here. Let me go ahead and show it to you in the dark, and then we'll close out this video. So I'm going to start out with the main light, kind of the one like if you were holding it like a flashlight. There is the lowest setting right there. Press and hold. There's the next one up. There's the next one up. Then I'm going to double press and go to the turbo mode. So that's that 1000 lumens max setting right there. Now I'm going to press and turn that one off. Now I'm going to get into the side light. Right here is the lowest setting on that. Press and hold. There's the next one. Press and hold. Next one. Now I'm going to double press. There is turbo mode right there. So plenty bright for sure on the turbo mode. Definitely, let me click out of that. Press and hold and get to the lowest setting. That's not crazy bright, but it's brighter than maybe it's showing up on camera. Here's the next one. I think that's your sweet spot right there. If you're working right in front of you, that's going to be plenty of light, probably on that medium mode. Now let me turn that one off. Long press and get into the red light. And then I'll click through these as well. There's the lowest red light. Here's the next one up. There's the next one. I don't know if there is a turbo on that. No, it just gets into the blinking. So there is the highest on the red light right there. Overall, it is a plenty bright light, especially using, this one. Let me see what the medium setting is on this one again. That setting right there, if the runtime is good, that's going to be plenty of light for working. And then in the instances when you need to use up the battery, you can always, kick it up to that high mode or even turbo. And that's definitely for sure plenty of light for a small flashlight. Definitely puts off some decent light, whether you want to use it in a bag or for EDC. There you go, guys. There is the Sofirn ST10. So again, very small, very compact. The only kind of negative I even have on it is that magnet, just because there's so much mass out here in such a small magnet. But again, as long as you're just sticking it on a stationary thing, I don't think you're going to have a problem whatsoever. The only other downside, in my opinion, would be the fact that you can't just plug up the flashlight and charge it. You got to take the battery out every time. But if you're somebody that's going to use it pretty often, you're probably going to take that battery out, charge it while you put another one in, so that might end up working out well for you anyways. But curious to see what you guys think. Do any of you own this along with any of these other ones? Is this your go-to, or do you still like some of the other ones better? Drop that in the comments below. And then if you've had this light for some time, drop it in the comments below what your feedback or what your kind of comment review is on this flashlight as well, so others can see that. That's pretty helpful. But as always, I hope this video was interesting in some way. You guys stay safe, have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video.